Remember that one time when I fucked your mom, you piece of shit?
Yeah, man.
I'm David Hill, and this is R&D, a sketch comedy podcast.
Hello, everyone, and welcome back to Ryan and Dave, a sketch comedy podcast, or as we like to call it, R&D. I'm your host, Ryan. I'm your host, David Hill, and definitely next to me, is my colleague and friend, Ryan DeCesar. For those of you tuning in for the first time, we like to workshop sketch comedy. We write sketch comedy, and then we talk about writing sketch comedy just in general. So, as with every episode of the show, we want to start by seeing where we're both at this week. So, Ryan, how are you?
I'm good, man. For audio listeners, you didn't see what we were doing beforehand because usually every week I ask Dave for about 30 seconds of silence so I can reduce, if I need to take any noise out or anything. And now that we've added video to the podcast, like in the 30 seconds of silence, we just make stupid faces at each other. And I'm pretty sure in my recording, you'll just hear like me faintly like laughing because I couldn't hold it in.
That's true.
Yeah, but I'm good, man. I mean, I just been doing YouTube videos, but not for us mainly. Also, just for my other channel.
Well, gee, thanks, dude.
Yeah, I'm a good person. I was actually going to tell you about this before we came on, but I forgot. I don't think I think the person, I think I must have misread it, but I basically put a video out and it said something like, oh, how I changed my mind about a certain game, and somebody commented essentially saying that that it sounded like I was being paid based off the title, being paid to change my mind. And I just thought like, it might have just been me reading it wrong, because like they were actually very nice like after, like when they replied, and I said no, that's just had a genuine change of heart.
Yeah.
But yeah, it was just funny that just to see that, and I was like, really, man? Like,
you're being paid by the Illuminati to change your opinions.
Well, you know how it is sometimes online. Like, you can't have any like positive opinions about anything. It's always, or you have to either be super negative or super positive. If you have like nuance in between, nobody wants to hear it.
That's true.
So anyway, yeah, that's how I'm doing. Doing pretty good.
That's really good.
But how are you?
Dude, honestly, tired. Dude,
yeah.
Let me tell you, I have not been sleeping well, and it is starting to show.
Yeah, I've been meaning to say you look kind of stupid.
But I don't think that's no. Thanks, man. Appreciate that. I've really been working on that look this whole week.
Really?
So, yeah, dude. Yeah. I have not been making YouTube videos. Instead, I've been doing a thing where you get up in the morning, right? I don't know if anybody else does this. And then they go into like this place that they call work. And then they just like sit there for like 8 hours and do stuff.
Yeah, that sounds like it sucks.
Yeah, it's the worst.
Well, it's funny you're tired, because I tend to do this thing right before every podcast where I open up the ceremonial monster.
Oh, that's right, the ceremonial monster. I forgot about this.
And well, before we recorded, I was like really tired, and I was like, "Fuck, I'm gonna need one of these to like get me through." Which I understand why you can't, because you're like, I gotta go to bed soon.
Yeah.
So you're like, if I drink one, even if you wanted to, you'd be like, I ain't going to sleep tonight.
You know how crazy I'm getting right now, dude? I'm drinking peppermint tea. So pretty big things are happening over here. And not like Starbucks, where it's like 75% milk and 35% sugar, and then they threw in a few peppermint leaves. I mean, it is just ground up peppermint leaves in boiling water, and that's it.
Yeah, I didn't want to say nothing, but I've been wanting to say, you have a lot of interesting stuff going on, and I'm glad that you pointed it out, because I thought I was going to have to.
Yeah, no, I'm very interesting, and the reason anybody even listens to this is because of my interesting life and how many interesting things I do on a daily basis.
Yeah.
So,
yeah.
But Ryan, aside from all that jazz, why don't we talk about any words of wisdom? I heard that maybe you have something you want to share with everybody.
Um,
You know?
yeah, I do, but
Yeah.
I'm not going to share it with anybody.
Good idea.
I'm
Good idea.
just
Keep it for
kidding.
yourself to make yourself a better comedian than everyone else. Love it. Love the way you're thinking now.
No, it's funny. I agreed to be the guy that gave the words of wisdom this week, but I didn't really. I don't really have anything. I don't really know. I just
Are you telling me? Wait, hold on. Are you telling me you're not prepared?
no. Yes, but like what I should have said, I should have thought of something before we even hit record. But I.
Hold on, we got to come up with something pretty crazy right now.
Well, that actually is might be like a good word of wisdom since it's kind of off the cuff here. Yeah, so I would say we joke about it here, but something we've learned about being on this podcast. I mean, I'm going to say being on this podcast. We run the podcast, so it's not like we're on it, like invited on. But
we got invited.
yeah. So being on this podcast has really taught me. No, I guess being on the doing the podcast, we've both kind of learned like, in order to make it better, not even necessarily like we want the audience to enjoy it, but we also like we want to be able, like I want to be able to say like, not that I'm necessarily, I'm gonna be honest, I don't really listen to the show aside from editing it because I already listened to it like 6,000 times while editing it.
Like,
So yeah, and I'm also on it, so I don't really think I need to listen to it. But what I guess I would say is like always we joke about not being prepared, but I think something that has definitely helped us here is being a little bit more prepared, even if sometimes we're still having some gaffes and we're not being prepared. Because the first part of the battle is yes, just showing up, but the other part is being ready to present and prepare, because it's kind of like if you have a meeting at like your job or something, and like if you're not in the room 15 minutes before the meeting starts, you're late.
Yeah, you're late if you're on time. You're on time if you're 15 minutes early. I think that is a very famous quote, but that's not the quote. That's not the quote of the week.
No. The quote here is the quote for this week is Ryan's not prepared.
Be prepared. No, be prepared always.
Be prepared for like from the Lion King.
Yeah, just like the Lion King.
Yeah, that's our quote from the week. Be prepared, just like the Lion King.
That's it. That's your words of wisdom. Keep it real.
Fuck you.
Oh wow, that's cool, man. It's a really great.
Yeah, this podcast is for kids.
Get your kids in here. They'll love it.
They'll love the insect we have to discover.
Yeah. So why don't we go ahead? I'm really excited about focusing on solely me this week. So why don't we, since I've hijacked this podcast, why don't we just go ahead and jump into the first sketch?
Yeah. Which one was that? What do you want to do? We're doing Johnson and Johnson still.
Johnson and Johnson. I will play. You guessed it, Johnson, and then you get to do a bunch of silly voices.
Yeah, I think you sometimes I think you write sketches just so you write them around me doing a bunch of silly voices.
Yeah, and that's, I win, I guess.
Yeah, because anytime we have like a sketch we're going to read or whatever, you're just like, Ryan, I want you to play this character. I want you to play character 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and I'll play number 7.
Okay. Small character has 3 lines. Listen, go. I will read the stage direction and all that other jazz, and I will let you do the rest.
I'm so ready.
This is the table read. I hope you guys are fully prepared. Interior, beautiful, ornate corner office. Day. Johnson sits behind his desk with a large handmade model of a suspension bridge. Mr. Barker kicks the door off of its hinges and comes striding into the room, startling Johnson.
Johnson!
Mr. Barker swipes the model off the desk, and Johnson protests.
This needs your utmost attention and takes precedence over anything else.
I was just finishing the final designs on the Barrymore Bridge project.
That doesn't matter anymore. This needs to get done ASAP.
That bridge is about ready to collapse and provides faster access for emergency services to get across the city.
Typical Johnson, trying to get out of a little extra work. The receptionist called out, and someone needs to organize Beth's birthday party. Ambulances be damned. Now get it done, Johnson.
Man, now I have to start over. Mr. Barker has stormed out of the room, and Mr. Bronson strides into the break room an hour later. Johnson is putting the final touches on the decorations. Mr. Bronson proceeds to tear down all the streamers and happy birthday balloons.
Johnson! What are you doing? Do you realize the reserved parking spaces have not been assigned yet?
Johnson looks very defeated. It took me 2 hours.
There are more important things in this firm than silly streamers. Best architect we have, my ass. I better see those spots assigned by the top of the hour.
Mr. Bronson storms out and knocks over something else. Exterior, parking lot, day. Johnson is outside placing placards for each employee on the signpost. He looks miserable. 6 years of higher education, and what am I doing? Assigning parking spaces.
Johnson! Johnson!
Johnson hits his head on the nearest signpost. Fuck.
These taxes need your attention immediately.
Jeremy? 1, that's for next year. 2nd, I have to finish this. And 3rd, and this is the most important part, and I'm not a fucking accountant. I went to 6 years of school to learn how to be the best damn architect in my class. I graduated valedictorian, and you know how competitive that position was? I got there by half a percentage point. And now, here I am thinking, oh, they hired me to be an architect. But apparently, all I was hired to do all day is a bunch of random shit. Like set up for Beth's birthday party, assign parking spaces. Oh, and apparently, I'm also your fucking accountant. So, no, I can't do your taxes, Jeremy. Fuck off.
Typical Johnson, always taking the easy way out. Fine. I guess we'll just get the janitor to help with the taxes. You know, someone with an actual worth ethic. Don't worry, Johnson. I'm sure it will be fine.
And that's it. That's the end of the sketch.
All right, see you later.
All right, that was really good. I will. Yeah, next time. Yeah, I'll see you.
Yeah, man. I'll see you all next time. Catch you on the flippity flip.
Yeah, I think my acting could probably be better. Give more life to this character.
Well, I didn't realize we were giving acting notes, but if you want, I can. But
acting notes. Yeah, Dave,
just knock it all off. Oh,
yeah.
just like this? What? No, all of it.
No, I mean like just quit. To be honest.
Yeah, if you want to just drop out. What?
Just drop out of the call. It's terrible.
Yeah. I think. Yeah, go ahead.
I think the only thing left is probably to write more, just so much more. I would like to have Johnson back in his office. He's finally doing what he was supposed to be doing, and then I want the original boss to come back in and complain that he hasn't done the work that was required of him.
Yeah. So I think what we discussed last week is I think you should get this sketch to its conclusion very shortly.
Yes.
Because I don't think there's much more you can add to it, because I think they're talk about in comedy a lot, they talk about the rule of 3.
Yeah.
Where it's like you can probably repeat not a scenario 3 times in a sketch or like a work of comedy, but you can probably repeat like a similar structural joke up to 3 times before it starts getting old.
Right.
And I'm sure you can always break that. It doesn't have to be, if you think it's going to be funny, to just keep bringing it up. But like I said, I think like, yeah, it really depends on the situation. So I'm not saying that needs to be the case here, but I feel like you pretty much communicated everything you need to communicate. I think you just need one more punch for the audience.
Yeah. Right.
And I think that'll be all set.
Okay. All right. So let's do this. Let's have Johnson back in his office, right? We'll have Johnson back in the office again.
Can I make a suggestion, actually?
No. But yeah, go ahead.
You don't have to go this way, but somehow I'd find it really funny if Johnson got all of his shit done He got all of it done. And he even did the taxes. He did everything. And then he got about 95% of done with the project he had to do. And his boss comes in and he's just like, Johnson, what about all his tasks you were assigned today? He's like, all done. His boss looks around. He's like, all right, clear out your desk. You're fired. He's like, what? I did everything that was asked of me. He's like, yeah, I don't like suck-ups. Or something like that.
That's a good joke. I like the joke. I like the joke.
You may not want to go that route.
I'm probably not going to go that route, to be honest with you. I like the joke, though. It's a good one. Yeah, you know what? I don't like people who suck up. You're out. You're gone. You're out of this firm.
Yeah.
I'll probably have him. I'll probably end the sketch probably with like the boss coming in and assigning him something else just to kind of show that it's never going to end for this guy. Like he's going to finish the bridge project or whatever, right? And he's about to go present it, and then they're going to have him try to do something else while he has to present it.
Yeah, or you could also have it where the boss comes in and he's like, what about that bridge? And he's like,
oh, yeah, that's actually a better... You know what? Actually, this is how I'll end it. I'll have another boss come in, give him something else that's like ridiculous that he has to do, and like...
Yeah, do you have the plans for that Barrymore Bridge project?
Yeah, and then the boss will come back in and be like, do you have the plans for that bridge project yet? And that'll just be the end of the sketch.
Yeah. So then it'll be like, yeah, I think I'm going to quit, guys.
Yes. So I'm trying to... What would be another ridiculous thing? Dump on him. The birthday party.
Well, what if the guy that gives him the last thing, just so that way you're not like adding like too much complexity to it, so it's just like simple?
Yeah.
What if the last guy that comes in is like not his first boss like that, but like the higher up boss who just says, hey, Johnson, I need you to work on this thing. Also, and as he's leaving, he says, oh, do you have the plans for that Barrymore Bridge project, by the way?
Oh, yeah. Oh, my God, that'd be great. Yeah, okay. So we'll go back to his office. Here.
Do you have to go back to your office?
Yeah, why not?
So, yeah. Have him go back to the office. I'm not an accountant, Jeremy.
Yeah, I'll figure that out later. We'll have...
I don't even know what that's... Yeah, what?
What?
Oh, no, that was from something else. Sorry.
Yeah, all this stuff. Yeah, all this bottom stuff. No.
I think it's interesting to think about... While you're writing that, I'll just say, I think it's interesting to think about how much this sketch has like evolved from like when you first pitched it.
I was literally about to say that, like how much this has actually changed, because the original idea that I found funny was these bosses just coming in and destroying his shit for no reason.
Yeah, because I remember I pitched the idea of like the ending of it just being some guy just coming in and Johnson just looks at him and goes, please don't. And the guy just like tackles like something on his fucking desk and he's like, why? He's like, I don't know, I was walking by, I saw everyone else doing it.
Oh my, I still like that joke too. That might still happen.
Well, there you go. Second word of wisdom here. I'm cheating a little bit, but multiple ideas are good.
Yeah.
Multiple ways of ending the sketch can work.
But now that you started the words of wisdom, we got to restart the whole thing. So
Okay, so I'm gonna hit off on the recording.
Yeah, why don't you turn this off? We'll go back to the beginning.
Yeah. Okay. Hey, this is R&D.
Sketch Comedy Podcast. Let's see. We got... I don't know.
I thought this was the fruit cup podcast. Just talk about fruit cups.
I'm just gonna write notes.
Yeah, why don't you just push us forward? Yeah, let's do that.
I'm just gonna write some notes here, and I'll type up the actual dialogue later. We are just kind of dragging our feet here. We'll have Johnson doing third task. This
will be his fourth, no?
Oh yeah, sorry.
Yeah, get it right. You can't count, Dave. Dave can't count.
I do science. I want everybody to know that.
Yeah, he shouldn't.
But you don't need to count for science. That's ridiculous.
Calculator does it for me. All right.
We'll
Johnson doing his fourth task.
And we'll have another
He pulls
boss.
his pants down.
Okay. He pulls his pants down.
No. So yeah, no. Let's write. No. Let's write the dialogue. It's good.
Oh, you're going to dialogue?
Yeah. So Johnson, you just have Johnson sitting there doing his fourth task.
Yep.
He's maybe like smacking his
No, he's
smacking
not.
his ass.
And then
You didn't even know what it was, and you're like, no.
no, we'll have the janitor come in and be like, "Where's the taxes?" No,
Actually,
wow.
no, I got it. No, since you said that it is the janitor. But maybe he's come in and he's saying like, what's something that like only somebody who really probably knows taxes would probably know how to do? And he comes in and he asks about it. He's like, hey, Jeremy wanted me to do this. Do you know how to do X? And he's just like, get the fuck out of here.
I don't know. We could. The only thing I know is
Get
about personal
out.
taxes. I don't know how to do. I don't know how to do like corporate taxes, but we can say something silly.
Yeah,
like,
it could be something simple too. What if he's saying like, hey, do you know how to write off business expenses? Because Jeremy gave me this packet of taxes to do. And he's like,
it's like, do companies have dependents?
he's like, yeah,
No.
do companies have dependents? Hey,
how many dependents do we have? And they'll hold up like a little packet of paper, or like
yeah.
No.
But here's the, I think he needs
how
to
do I itemize the deductions?
Yeah, something simple like that. And then I think because it's like, and Johnson just be like, get out. You know, he's just like,
leave me alone.
Get out of my office. He's like, all right, sorry. And then maybe you just hear faintly from the hallway, how do you itemize these deductions? Does no, you just hear faintly from the hallway, does anybody know how to itemize these deductions? Please. It's due next year. Or it was due last year. Wait, what did you say before? Wait,
what?
That's for next year. So why would he be doing taxes for next year? I have to ask.
Oh, I don't know.
All right, so why don't we say that, whatever, that's for next year. Whatever, it doesn't matter.
The previous line. Okay, I see what you're saying.
Yeah, because I think it's funny if he's saying, if a janitor, do you hear faintly in the background the janitor saying, do you know how to itemize these deductions? Anybody? Please, it's due next year. We need to get it done now. Something like that.
Yeah. Jeremy says this has to get done.
And I think he just like goes, get out.
Now. And then janitor.
Wait, actually, you know what? This is more of a direction thing when you actually get actors in the space. But this is like a timing thing where he's just like, get out. And the janitor like looks at him, he's like, now.
I see, get out.
Yeah. You don't have to write that in, but like it's just you don't have to write it in, but that's just like like an actor, like a direction thing.
Yeah, but I'm gonna forget it if I don't write it down. And we'll do this.
No. They're really whiny too. No.
And then we'll have janitor. We'll have the janitor leave. The action. The janitor's gonna leave.
Have you ever had company coming over?
No.
But so little time to clean?
No.
Have you? Dude, you have got to let me fucking finish a sentence here.
You finished that one.
Why do they keep bringing you back for more commercials?
Wait, we're filming commercials? Hey, Mom. I have a mom.
Is this part of the ad? I don't know what's happening.
God, I'm really doing good today. Please, room.
Yeah, you're getting close to where I am when I type.
Faintly here. Background.
Yeah. Does anyone know how to itemize these deductions? It's due next year. We need to get this done. Please, help.
Hey guys, I'm Dave from the past. I'm just, I'm filling some Dead Space Ryan and future Dave left by accident, because they suck or whatever. I was really trying to pad the time here. I don't know if I ever told you guys this, but Ryan doesn't pay me very well. Or, actually not even at all, to be honest with you. Yeah, so anyways, wow. Did you guys see any good movies lately? All right, silent treatment. Nice. Oh, you know what? Never mind. I just realized you guys can't answer me. Man, pad the time. Almost there. Okay, we're good.
Okay. I didn't know what to say, so I wrote a bunch of dumb stuff.
So
yeah, I want to hear the janitor faintly in the background. I like what you said. Does anyone know how to itemize these deductions? Jeremy's pissed, and this has to get done.
yeah,
My cat
it's
needs a home.
yeah, it's just funny too, just to see from the last scene if it's just like sometime later, and
Yeah.
just to think that like the janitor would be like actually like, shit, dude, I gotta do this for him.
Oh god. Oh no. And as the janitor's leaving, it'd be funny if like water is just like shooting out like of something.
Yeah, yeah. And then I think like then you have your last bit of dialogue,
yeah.
and
That's been dialogue. Okay. You know what? I don't really have any great ideas off the top of my head today. I am. Oof. All right.
okay, so the
Alright.
last boss comes in.
All right. Well, I'm gonna call him the last boss too. Last boss comes in.
It's like a Dark Souls game.
It is a Dark Souls game.
It's like the
last boss
moon presence.
Last boss comes in. Oh my god.
Yeah, he comes in.
Words are coming to me right now. This is insane.
Well, just start it one thing at a time. What does he see? What does he need him to do? I think he has to ask him. I think he has to ask him to do one last thing. And then he as he's leaving, he says, "Hey, did you finish the plans for that bridge project?"
I want him to be. What's I need to think of something like very tedious and like that's going to take a while that anybody can relate to. I think that would be like a really good joke. But I'm trying to think of something.
What, like a project for him to do?
Yeah. I need you to fax all these. Like I want him to have like a fat stack of papers. Like these need to be faxed.
It's like, yeah, or you know what? Maybe it goes back to what they said before. The receptionist called out.
Mhm.
Did the receptionist have a name? I don't think we gave her a name.
Receptionist.
All right.
Yeah.
So the receptionist. Did the receptionist have a name? If she doesn't, then whatever. But then he says, maybe, you know what the thing is? I think I kind of like it if the last boss is like kind of very nice about it too, but not like in a, oh man, I'm sorry to do this to you. Just kind of like a, hey, sorry to do this to you, man, but say sorry to do this to you, not Jeremy Johnson. But someone needs to fax this stuff, and you're the best faxer I know. And then you have Johnson.
And you're the best. What is it? And you're the
best faxer I know. And Johnson's just like,
faxer I know. Hold on, I know. And then Johnson be like, I know the receptionist called out.
okay, okay, that's a better joke than what I was thinking of. My joke was just gonna be like, my joke would have been something like, somehow I don't think so. Like, how do you? Or I would have been like, how are you good at faxing?
Yeah. Hey, sorry to do this to you, Johnson, but someone needs to fax this stuff, and you're the best faxer I know. I know the receptionist called out. All right, we'll have fun.
And then as he's leaving, then he, hey, how about that Barrymore fuck my ass project? Just kidding. Kids show.
What the fuck, Ryan?
Kids show.
Jesus. What the? It's out of nowhere. What the fuck?
Hey, there is no I in team,
God.
man.
What?
Okay, this is a kid show.
This is not a kid show anymore. Dude, we're getting demonetized. What's up?
No monetization for you.
That's right. We don't even need that. Who needs money?
Yeah. Oh yeah, we forgot. We'll do that at the end.
I'd rather do. Oh, I just inactivated sticky keys. Crap.
Oh no!
Oh no. Okay. I'm on a computer, so. Last boss leaves.
That's good to know.
As he's leaving, last boss will say, "Hey, did you finish? Did you finish that Barrymore bridge project?" Oh, I got it. And then I know what he's gonna do. Boom. What do you think? What do you think of that?
Hey, did you finish that Barrymore Bridge project? Yeah. Okay. One last tag I'm gonna add.
Okay, go
Ready?
for it.
What do you think? So he says maybe he flips his desk and he's like, ah! And so his boss like looks at me and goes like, so no. I think this should be too. Like, I think about this being filmed, and again, you don't have to write it, but I think it should be an absurdly long pause where they're just both staring at each other. So no.
Pause.
Oh, yeah, like an absurdly long pause. I'm talking like at least 15 to 30 seconds of just like no. So that's a no. And then I think that's it.
Like that? Yeah, okay, there we go. All right.
Yeah, and then this is where we follow up I don't know. Nothing.
Yeah.
That's it.
All right, you're about to say something about I was talking about monetization now that we're done with this sketch. Oh wait, no, before we do that, do you want to read it again?
Yeah, no, I was gonna say something about monetization. We forgot to push the social media accounts and the YouTube channel.
We can do that at the end. People love hearing that at the end.
Yeah. We forgot to do that in the beginning. Anyway, it's all there. Anyway.
I know what we should do. We should just kind of instead of writing sketches, we should just push our social media accounts.
Yeah, just for like 45 minutes a week. Let's do it. Yeah, so guys, please follow us on Twitter, on Instagram, and subscribe to us on YouTube. And then you'll be and by the way, can you guys subscribe to us and follow us on Instagram and Twitter?
Smash the bell icon to get updates.
Oh, and by the way, can you guys do us a favor? And can you please just like and subscribe and also like follow us on Twitter and Instagram?
And comment. Don't forget to comment.
Oh, and by the way, guys, just like for like 45 minutes.
Keep going. Okay. All right, we'll do this again. You ready? Back to the top.
Right,
here we go.
Back to reality. Up there goes gravity. Nope, that's just my scroller on my mouse key.
All right.
Interior.
Funny. Beautiful, ornate corner office day. Johnson sits behind his desk with a large handmade model of a suspension bridge. Mr. Barker kicks the door off of its hinges and comes striding into the room, startling Johnson.
Johnson!
Mr. Barker swipes the model off the desk while Johnson protests.
This needs your utmost attention. Takes precedence over everything else.
I was just finishing the final designs for the Barrymore Bridge project.
That doesn't matter anymore. This needs to get done ASAP.
That bridge is about ready to collapse and provides faster access for emergency services to get across the city.
Typical Johnson, trying to get out of a little extra work. The receptionist called out, okay? And someone needs to organize Beth's birthday party. Ambulances be damned. Now get it done, Johnson. No excuses.
Man, I have to start over. Mr. Barker has stormed out of the room. Mr. Bronson strides into the break room an hour later. Johnson is putting the final touches on the decorations. Mr. Bronson tears down all the streamers and the happy birthday sign.
Johnson, what are you doing? Do you realize that the reserved parking spaces haven't been assigned yet?
Johnson looks very defeated. It took me 2 hours.
There are more important things in this firm than silly streamers. Best architect we have, my ass cheek. I better see those spots assigned by the top of the hour.
You left through your line. Damn it. Mr. Bronson storms out and knocks over something else. Exterior parking lot day. Johnson is outside placing placards for each employee on the signpost. He looks miserable. 6 years of higher education, and what am I doing? I'm assigning parking spaces.
Johnson! Johnson!
Johnson hits his head on the nearest signpost. Fuck.
Johnson, these taxes need your attention immediately.
He's holding up a packet of papers. Jeremy? First of all, that's for next year. Second, I have to finish this. And third, and this is the most important part, so listen up, I am not a fucking accountant. I went to 6 years of school to learn how to be the best goddamn architect in my class. I graduated valedictorian, and you know how competitive that position was? I got there by half a percentage point, and now I'm here, thinking, oh, they hired me to be an architect. But apparently, all I was hired to do all day is a bunch of random shit, like set up for Beth's birthday party, assign fucking parking spaces. Oh, and apparently, now I'm the goddamn accountant. So no, I can't do your taxes, Jeremy. Fuck off.
Typical Johnson, always taking the easy way out. Fine, I guess we'll just get the janitor to help with the taxes. You know, someone with actual work ethic. Don't worry, Johnson. I'm sure it will be fine.
Interior office day. Johnson is doing his fourth task.
Hey, Johnson, do you know how to itemize these deductions here? Jeremy says this has to get done, and he seems pissed.
Get out. Now. Janitor leaves the room, and faintly you can hear in the background.
Does anyone know how to itemize these deductions? Jeremy seems pissed, and this has to get done. Also, my cat needs a home. I can't take care of him anymore. Anyone?
The last boss strolls into the office.
Hey, sorry to do this to you, Johnson, but someone needs to fax this stuff, and you're the best faxer that I know.
I know the receptionist called out.
Alright, well, have fun there, best faxer ever.
The last boss leaves.
Hey, by the way, did you finish that Barrymore Bridge project?
Johnson flips the desk. Ah!
So no.
Boom. Love it. Love it. Love it.
Yeah, I think it's done.
Yeah, I think what I'm going to do is delete the whole thing and then write it over from scratch.
Yeah, so what I was actually going to suggest that you do is basically just give up.
On comedy? Yeah. Good idea.
No. On being you.
Oh. I can't. My mom made me this way. All right, that's good. I'm gonna close this out now because it seems good.
Yeah. And I know you said something about you were excited. You called me this week or something saying you were excited about the other one. The other sketch that you were writing, the dinner one.
Oh my god! Do you want to do like a quick table read on that one?
Yeah, if you have some time for that.
Yeah, let's do it. I really enjoyed this one. This one's pretty good.
Yeah.
Okay. This sketch is called Double Date. I will set up the scene because I don't have it. I don't have it written so well. Do you have it open?
Oh yeah, you mean the scene? Okay. Yeah. I'll have it open. Double Date it's called, right?
Yeah. So this is called Double Date, and there's two friends and their respective dates, and they're going on like a double date. They're at like a nice restaurant, but not like a fancy restaurant. So
yeah. So half at Applebee's.
Yeah. So there's 4 characters to be confusing. I'm gonna play one of them, and Ryan's gonna play all 3 others. There's Tom and his lady friend, and then there's and Justin. I'll play Justin, and then I'll let you play Tom. And there's Cindy and Tammy. So I'll let you be Cindy, and I'll be Tammy.
Okay.
Okay. So they're at the restaurant. They just meet up in front of the restaurant, and action.
Hey, Justin! My gosh, it's been so long. How you been, man?
Tom and Justin hug, and Tom and Justin introduce their significant others, and they all sit down to dinner.
So, how's work going, Justin? I'm just fucking kidding. I don't give a fucking shit.
Cindy immediately rebukes Tom. Justin laughs hollowly and is clearly uncomfortable.
That's not funny. Oh, we're just joking around.
Yeah. Screw you.
Yeah. we're cool.
So, Cindy, I heard that you and Tom met at Central Park. Ooh, just like all those Hallmark shows.
Yeah, it was really great. They were doing a 4th of July fireworks, and Tom gave me a special sparkler shaped like flowers.
Oh, that's great. Tammy and I just met at a supermarket.
Oh, no one fucking cares, dude. Shut the fuck up. Holy shit. Wow.
Cindy is getting visibly annoyed and just stares at Tom. And Tammy gasps.
Oh my gosh, would you ladies relax? It's fine. We're just joking around.
Ooh, the server comes over. I'll play the server.
Okay.
All right, folks, I'm your server, and I'll be your humble servant tonight. Oh, wow, I did not write this out.
Oh.
I did not write this out. Oops. Okay. Tom is supposed to say a very clever line, which I have not written, and I just literally wrote, Dave, come up with a clever inside joke. So everyone laughs at the clever joke. Server. Tonight, the chef has prepared a fresh seafood paella as tonight's special. Oops, forgot to write that line too. Wow, this is going really well.
You need to read it out loud though.
Oh, okay.
For the audience.
Yeah, all right.
Like if you ever do that, you need to write it.
Tom is supposed to say, David, enter another suave or interesting comment here.
No, I'm gonna read this one. I'm gonna read this. Ready?
Okay, yeah.
Oh, stop it. Stop it, Tom. Like Bill Burr's no means no joke.
It helps me out. Server asks what everybody wants, and then the server gets to Justin. The seafood paella, does it have saffron? Oh, most certainly. Our chef never...
Oh, I'm sorry. I wasn't supposed to interrupt you. I didn't realize.
Yeah, you're supposed to interrupt me. Sorry.
All right, go ahead. Say it again.
Oh, most certainly. Our chef never...
Oh, someone thinks he's a big shot. Look out, the food critic extraordinaire here.
Gimps on the seasonings. Yeah, better look out, or I'll rate your balls 0 stars for lack of mouthfeel. Tom is wide-eyed. Tammy has her face in her hands, and Cindy is taking a sip of wine. The server is stunned. So that's a yes on the paella then? Oh yeah, no, that's good. The night progresses to dessert.
Oh, just remember that one time in college where anyone actually gave a shit about what you did? Oh, okay. You know what, Tom? What?
Nothing. I just
Speak up.
Remember that one time I fucked your mom, you stupid piece of fucking shit? Everyone is silent. The waiter is standing aghast and silent.
Dude, what the hell was that?
I'm sorry. We were just playing.
That's you.
Oh shit, that's me. What the hell, Justin? I'm sorry. We were joking around. All right, that's what I have so far.
I think it's really good.
Yeah.
I think maybe just don't maybe add in some more jokes like that.
Yeah,
that
maybe.
Are not like just like Dave, write a comment here.
Yeah, I wrote that very fast because I was trying to come up with like silly suave things to say to a server that like would make the whole table laugh, and I'm never good at that. I'm better at being sarcastic. So like, you know.
Yeah.
I'm trying to think of something like I want Tom to be like a really smooth, like kind of cool kind of guy. Because I want Justin to look up to Tom. You know what I mean? I want it to be very apparent.
Yeah, so that would be
Justin is looking for his approval.
That would be my only note, as I think you need to have a couple more of those instances where it builds.
Yeah, right.
So I think maybe yet. Yeah, no, obviously. I think in the beginning specifically, I think it should maybe have Tom start out much more mild, where he's just like ribbing him very subtly, and maybe like who's Justin's girlfriend is Tammy, right?
Yeah.
Right. Yeah. So maybe it's like maybe Cindy's just like maybe Cindy will just be like, hey man, I don't think that's you haven't seen him in a while, and that's the first thing you say to him. And he's like, "No, man, I'm just messing with him." And maybe it's
Oh
something
yeah,
super, you know what I mean? Like maybe it's super
yeah, yeah.
mild.
I
I
like
think you
that.
need to
Yeah,
build to that, and
yeah.
I
I'm
think
gonna
you
write that as
also,
a note.
yeah, I think you need
Yeah.
to build to that, and I think you also should have a couple more instances where, um, Tom, or like where Justin is clearly seeking Tom's approval, or
Yeah.
like because in the like what I think that'll come with as you're writing, like with so where Tom starts out a little more mild and it just builds from there, because I
Yeah.
think he starts with the whole I think he should start, you know, like with something mild, and then he just builds to the whole remember nobody giving a shit about, and I think he should also say different things every time.
Yeah. Yeah.
Eh,
Yeah.
you know what, actually, one of two things. I think he should either say the same thing every single time, and then he finds it super funny, like Tom finds it funny as shit, or he says something different every time. Somehow I feel like him saying the same thing about how nobody gives a shit about him is just funny, but he just keeps repeating it over and over and over. You know what I mean? Like
I
every
know what
single
you mean.
time he just like keeps saying that. But I think you should start mild. He's just like, yeah, man, nobody cares. He's like, dude, I actually don't really care. He's like,
Yeah.
wow, that was, and maybe like Cindy's like, that was incredibly rude, Tom. You haven't seen him in forever. And then he's like, I'm just messing around with him. And Justin's like, yeah, we're just messing around. And then maybe it builds from there. And like finally gets to the point where just like, he's just like, hey, Tom, you know, I even that one time. He's like, what?
What?
I was just thinking that one time, you know, when you know, he's like, dude, what are you saying right now? And he's just like, remember that one time I fucked your goddamn fucking mother? And then I think it would actually be funny. Again, I always think about this in terms of like filming it. Maybe it's like a much longer line. It's much, and you just keep bleeping him out. He's just like, you mother.
Yeah, but I don't want him. The thing is, I don't want him to be angry. I want him just to say it loudly because he asked him to say it loudly and not like angrily. So it's like, you remember that one time when, and it's just like really loud and everybody's just like staring at him, like really awkward, not angry.
Yeah. So,
like,
and I think that'll come from building it up more.
Yeah.
Especially if every single time you have Tammy and Cindy both like looking at Tom and be like, hey, that's a little much. Like, can you relax? But then this one time when Justin finally does it, they're both like, what the fuck was that? Is something wrong with you?
Like, I just like, in my head, the scene is like, he says it really loud. Everybody's staring at the table, and like the girlfriend just does, his girlfriend is like this, like just straight like this. And then the other girlfriend is like drinking wine and like looking off to the side, like you don't want to be there. Tom's just like, what the fuck?
Yeah, maybe even have the server come over and just be like, yeah, we need you to leave. And they're like,
have the server come over and be like, is everything good?
The server can come over and be like, we need you to leave. And he's like, all right, Cindy, I'm sorry. Like, well, let's get going. He's like, no. Just you. Everyone else can
Oh my god. No, just you. And Tammy's like, I'll see you back at the house.
Yeah, like, yeah. She's like, oh, I'm so sorry. Look, guys, I'm really sorry. Like, hey, Tammy, let's go home. He's like, she just looks at him and looks at them like, I'll see you back at the house.
Like, she's on the outside, so they have to. She has to get up to let him out, and he's like trying to like, you know, he like tries to like lead her away, you know, like by the arm, like couples do, and she's like, I'll actually see you back. Oh,
okay. You sure you don't want to just come home with me? I kind of already ruined the night. I think we can salvage it.
Oh god, yeah. So I'll do more build up. This joke is a lot longer than our other sketches, though. I've noticed.
Yeah,
like,
it is.
I mean, there's a lot of notes for me in here and stuff, but that I haven't even like really fully fleshed out. But like, this joke is going to be like a 4-minute sketch instead of our normal.
Well, dare I say, I think this shows, and I definitely do think I see I see a little bit more of I'm not saying like the other sketches were bad, but I see a little more sophistication from this. Meaning like instead of it just being these random things that are like someone walking into the room, you really built it to be like a relationship between a couple characters and it's just like a scene.
Yeah.
Which I think it's like, I think it just shows that the progression in your writing. Not that I'm like sitting here. I mean, I am a famous comedian, but I'm not saying here.
We are famous comedians.
We are famous comedians, but I'm not sitting here as like an expert of sketch writing. But I think it definitely shows to the improvements that you've made in your writing, where you are more easily finding ways to like write these jokes without having it to rely on just like randomness, and where it's more like building on like a relationship and more, back and forths between characters. Excuse me.
I think that's insightful. Thank you, Ryan.
You're welcome. Yeah, no, I mean, look, you were already like here because you're a famous comedian. Now you're like here.
Yeah, you started here and then you went from here. So you didn't start from the bottom. So don't even sing the song because that's not true. You were already famous. So
no, yeah, but I really like both of your sketches.
Thank you.
For those of you who are wondering, I suggested to Dave that we do his sketches this week because we kind of spent a lot of time on mine last week. Hence why this was the Dave episode.
This is a give and take relationship. And if you want a truly successful relationship, this is what it looks like. So,
and that was a piece of advice and word of wisdom, part 3.
There's a lot of wisdom in this, all right?
A lot of wisdom from these two famous comedians.
Very true. All right. Ryan.
I think I'm good, yeah.
Yeah. You got any closing statements? You got anything you want to tell the people what you're up to, what you got going on?
Right now, I have this podcast, which I'm sure you'll get into the various social media channels and whatnot we have, so I'm not going to do that. I do have my own. You're right.
Yeah, the camera's not focusing.
Yeah, I was gonna say for audio listeners, David just like put his hand in front of his face, and I was like, "Are you okay?" It's all right. That happens to us sometimes. But anyway, I'm not gonna push the social medias because I think you're gonna do that already. But yeah, you can follow me on Twitter. That's just at RealRyanDC. That's just my Twitter handle. And you can also subscribe to me on YouTube. That is SReaperG. Don't wear it out. I do gaming content, so if you're more into the comedy, if you're not really into if you're not really into gaming, then maybe stay away. But I would love your support and I'd love you to watch. Anyway, Dave.
Yes.
What have you got going on?
Me? I know I've been saying this for 3 months now, but it is true. There's going to be a video on YouTube soon, and I will let you guys know when it comes out. It has taken me quite a while to get this up and running, but it's gonna be there.
May I ask, will you be in it?
Oh yeah, I'll be in it. Absolutely, yeah.
Okay.
It's gonna be, yeah, it's gonna be me. So, guys, please don't forget to follow us. We're on Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, and as of 5 p.m. today, we are now on the YouTubes.
We're on YouTube, so subscribe, comment, like, do whatever you got to do. Tell your friends, tell your family, call up your uncles,
your friends' family.
Tell your friends' family. Tell your friends if everyone's friends grabbed their friends' family and they got 2 of their friends' families to like watch and listen to us, we would hit the entire United States in like, I don't know. I can't do math off the top of my head, so I wouldn't know. But yeah, all those links to our various channels and social medias will be in the video description, as well as below us. And
I guess also, below, right?
Yeah. They're gonna be below, probably somewhere where this big black bar is underneath us.
I've always wanted to say this in all actuality, so I'm gonna stare at the camera while I do this. Don't forget to smash that bell icon, bro. I think it broke Ryan. I think it broke Ryan a bit with that one. Always wanted to say that. Thank you. Thank you for letting me. Thank you. Oh, Ryan's leaving. He didn't. He loved it. He loved it so much. He's gone to write it in his journal. Yeah, but we're on Twitter at our Dave Podcast. We're on Instagram at Ryan and Dave04, I think. Yeah, come by, comment, let us know what's going on. Ryan has picked up a weapon. And I think that's going to be the end of it because I don't want to die.
This is my sketch writing weapon.
Love it.
No,
Love it.
I sleep with
All
it
right,
every
guys.
night.
Oh, my God. All right, guys. It's been fun, and we'll see you on the next one.
I don't want to see you.